Okay, so here we are, level 2 of 3D design and printing. And I'm using this book here, and it's called 3D Design Projects or Printing Projects here. And normally, if you're in the class, I mean, this is the book you just want to go through because it's got the projects that you'll be doing for this level 2. If you're in remote learning or someone else has the book, then you have to watch through this video because I'm going to be showing you the projects in here. And that's what you will use as your guide. Okay, so I flipped just past the first introductory things. Basically, it just goes over how 3D printers work. I will already have a video on here that will explain how 3D printers work. So this is your video explaining what projects you can do. Now, you can see that they have a difficulty meter right here, as well as how much filament is going to be used and about how long it should take to print. Okay, so these are good things to always keep an eye on as a 3D printer, person who prints with the 3D printer, because we can get you the cost per ounce for filament. So like this desktop caddy might cost 16 cents to build with filament, or it might cost $16 worth of filament, and we should know that. So you will see on the page, on this web page below this video, I'll put in the cost per gram. I'm going to go grams. I'm going to stay in metric of what we are paying for filament here in the UAE. And then, of course, we have a meter of difficulty here, and then, again, the print time. We're okay with long print times because we have 5 3D printers in the Fab Lab, as well as one we're going to put in here, and we can just let it print overnight or whatever, and we can get that done. So your challenge for this level 2 is you will do one easy project, one medium project, and one hard project. So I'm going to show you what these are. You will have to freeze the frame on the video and possibly zoom in on parts of the video if you need to read these sections. So I'm just going to go through these pages just to show you. But basically, you make this hexagon shape, and you just make it taller on your Tinkercad there. And then you hollow out the inside as you see here. So let me just go ahead and get a good shot of these pages that you can freeze and then zoom in on. And then you can put them together so that you have this little caddy. You see, I like the different heights. So you can put scissors and pencils and brushes and stuff rather than just all one height. I like it with varied heights here. So that's something you might want to consider as well. All right, let's keep going through this. Here's the impossible box, which, like, how did that ball get into that square? And that's because you can print them in one print, both pieces, and it'll have people really guessing, and you can turn it into a keychain here. So here are the instructions for that. You can follow along, or if you think you understand Tinkercad enough that you could just give it a go. That's but again, this is an easy one. It only uses 35 grams of filament, prints in about 3 hours, and that's how this works. You also see that it will print the supports in there, that you break those supports out, kind of file them down to make them nice and clean, and then you'll have this ball that's floating around inside this box, and it will freak people out. Okay, but anyhow, there's a good shot of the page that you can just freeze frame and zoom in on. Okay, a dinosaur stamp here. So this is this one here. And then just pausing on these pages so you can get a good idea of it. This is how it's done. Coat hook. Remember how we said in the first level how we want to go from just building like little novelty things to actually building useful things. And coat hooks and some of these projects that you've seen here, like the little desk organizer, they're very useful. So here's all the steps for building a coat hook. Again, these are the easy level ones, so we'll get into the medium and hard in just a little bit. I'm going to start going through a little bit faster because you understand the process now. You'll just do a freeze frame when you need to zoom in and see what the steps are for each one. Okay, this is how to do a photo frame. Again, photo frame. These are really important that you understand that as you design things, the 3D printer needs to put in supports, and then we break those free later on. You just can't print out in midair. You know, it needs something to support it, and that's an important part about 3D printing. Here's a treasure box. Okay, now we're getting into medium difficulty here. So this is, you're going to have to do one of the medium ones. Okay. Here's a phone stand, shark phone stand. These are kind of cool. Turtle phone stands, different ones, different ways you want to go here. Here's the shark one. little star lantern where you just put one of those little battery operated LEDs, you know, those little ones that you see in like dollar stores and stuff like that. You just put one in here. These guys right here. So you got to make sure you get one of those. But this makes for a really cool star lamp, maybe a gift for somebody. Again, this is a medium difficulty. Here's a plant pot. Now we're up to 60 grams of filament. So you can figure out your cost on what it takes. And you notice painting. Painting 3D objects is really a cool thing too. You make them look better by adding paint to them. Great stuff. Fridge magnet, frog, owl. Okay, now we're not going to do this. This is using a different type of 3D design where you can grab and mold things like clay. So we're going to skip over that one because we don't have that ability within Tinkercad. Here's a race car, difficulty medium. Okay, sorry for this video being so long, but we got to get through this book here. All right, so there's that. Race car. The troll family we're going to skip over because, again, it's where you mold it like clay. There's an app on an iPad that allows you to do that, and we're going to get away from that. I'm actually going to do this mini-me one. They have this now available in Dubai. I'm going to go get it printed, a little mini version of me. Here's how to create a full chess set. Okay, so this is a good one. Again, make for a nice gift. You just get a nice shot of the screen there, of the pages. You have to design your own chess pieces. So you have a queen and a rook and pawns, all those things. Castle, this is a really big project here, so it's going to take a lot of filament. This difficulty is high on this, 435 grams of filament, but we'll certainly support you in designing this if you want to do. Just try not to go very big with it. Just make a smaller version of a castle than this would be fine. And here again is a nice shot of the page so you can see the steps. And sometimes just seeing the picture, you get what's going on here. You don't necessarily need to zoom in and read all the text because you'll be a good little Tinkercad designer and you'll be like, okay, I get where he's going with this, or where she's going. Okay, and that finishes off the book there. Okay, so again, you have to pick a easy project, a medium project, and a hard project. If one of the hard projects are not really what you're into, I'll maybe let you slide with 2 medium projects, but I do want you to really be pushing yourself in the skill set because when we come back for level 3, there's going to be some really complicated designs that we're going to do. So anyhow, have fun with this.